Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, my God. Freedom Finder. Yeah, anyway, I had to do a live stream, bro, because, after watching this Mike's Philippines retirement on that video tonight, bro, I was like, man, I mean, how low will the Dumaguete YouTubers go? That's my question tonight. I'm Ricky Drama here on This is Sick Grandpa. I'm your host, Ricky Drama, here live here in Cebu, Philippines. It's Tuesday night. December 3rd, 2024. It's early December. Life is hard out here. Online dating is worse every day. With the scammers all over the scammers all over the place, the women in complete fear, the Filipino women in complete fear of all the psychopaths, the criminals, the broke-ass motherfuckers. The West don't send their best. They send their worst. And the worst are here, especially here in Cebu, Philippines, bro. I mean, it's like I went to Ella Mall tonight, and I got to say, man, it's this unbelievable amount of foreigners that are there. Just like spent forever in the gym in their home country and saved every penny, every euro, every dinero. They saved everything to get to the Philippines, to find that hot piece of pea. They did everything they could to get here, and then they're here, and they got the tattoos, and they got the sculpt abs, and the 8-pack and 6-pack, and they're looking like $1 million. They have the hottest, freshest, clothes and T-shirts and jewelry and gold rings and necklaces and watches, and they're like, "Where are all the girls? Where are all the girls?" But I never want to support her. Thank you, Mr. Dimmy. Thank you very much. What time is it out there, sir? What's going on? 5:30. Not much going on, Mr. Dimmy. Mike's Philippines retirement did a show today, a video, and they had on this guy that's on Social Security disability, and he came here to the Philippines to Dumaguete to start a new life, and he's disabled, so he uses he's supposed to be in a wheelchair, I guess, but he uses like the sticks to get around, and he was bragging about how they just led him to the front of the line in the supermarket, or if when he walks up, everyone just opens the sea, so he can get to the front of the line, I mean. And so we're going to talk about that a little bit here tonight, Mr. I hope you're doing well, Mr. Digman. You're great. My number one supporter. I haven't been on lately. I dumped a girl from I went to Boracay, Mr. Digman, and I went there for 5 days. And I dumped that girl because I'm getting ready for a special operation, where I'll be leaving for a while, going on a special operation. So I don't want to replay, Mr. Digman, of Honey. Remember my Thai girlfriend, Honey? When I sent her some money for a New Year's party, and then she put on some Swedish guy, 25-year-old Swedish guy from Isan, which is an Isan. I need money for a little party my family. I said, "Oh, okay. I'll send you some money for your New Year's party." And then some young Swedish guy with blonde hair. Thanks for the drinks and food, old man. And I'm like sitting in a dank apartment in Germany. I was like, fuck! Oh, yeah, I didn't have Monster in the chat coming off his great vacation in Thailand with his beautiful Thai girlfriend. Going to all the islands all over the place. I was watching Tsunami, the Tsunami movie on Disney Plus. Internet Monster, yeah. Anyways, Yeah, you had your honey. You had your great time. You had a great time. You're living a 5-star lifestyle, hundreds of dollars a night in hotel and, going to all the different islands. I would never go to those islands because, there's, you got to bring your own girl there. So whatever. Penis enlargement. What? Sir, I don't need that, sir. I don't need that, sir. I don't need that. So anyways, Mr. Dickman, thanks for the support, man. Mr. Dickman, thanks for the support. Anyways, tonight there's Mike's Philippines retirement. He's a 70-year-old American. He hooked up with the Dumaguete, bloggers, the crime, the Dumaguete bloggers, the superstars of Dumaguete. Hooked up and got in the circle, and then they hooked him up with this, YouTube, YouTube company that promotes his channel and everything. So, so he's been handpicked like George and Heidi, handpicked to go to a special party in Manila, a Christmas party with beef cutlets and, and the finest, rice and potato. Anyway, my Philippines Prime put it on this guy. This younger guy, I don't know how old he is, and he's walks around on sticks in Dumaguete, and he's on Social Security, disability, and SSI, which he's going to lose, and then he'll end up we're living on $800 a month. DWP in the chat from Scotland. Thank you very much, sir. Thailand's number one troll. Thank you very much. Thanks for coming, man. I appreciate it. So what's going on with, that's right, Exploring Freedom. That's right. I got him right here. It did not work. Sorry. Live stream 10 p.m. I don't know. It didn't work, bro. I have no idea what's going on with Barry J. I have no idea what's going on with Frank. I have no idea what's going on with any of that stuff's going on. My feeling is what I've heard is that, all the with Barry doing what he did with the whole case, getting involved in the Shaw deportation case, it wasn't good, man. It's not good. It's not good news, I don't think, because he got involved too much, bro. And things are going bad, unfortunately, because he got too involved in it. But anyway, this guy, the stick guy, and listen, man, it's not. I guess it's not fun to talk about the disabled. That's not what I'm trying to do here, being disabled myself, bro. It's the attitude of the Dumaguete YouTube superstar bloggers. The attitude of they can put on some American that's on disability, and tell everyone to go to Dumaguete if you're disabled, and you have a very minimum $1,000 or $1,400, or in this case, this guy's going to be up to $800 a month after he loses his SSI, and tell them all to go to the Philippines and everything's going to work out and it's going to be a great life for you. Do you have any fucking ethics? Do you have any type of moral code left? Dumaguete YouTube superstar scumbag. Do you have anything left? Do you realize the Philippine people? Do you realize they have slipped below Bangladesh for standard of, the quality of life? Did you know that work-life balance in the Philippines, Dumaguete superstar YouTubers, is only above Nigeria? Do you even fucking think about the Filipino and the Philippines when you put out stupid fucking content, flat out lying to everyone, Dumaguete YouTube bloggers, telling them how the Philippine people appreciate young, disabled work. They could probably work in the U.S. They're coming here not for cheap fucking rent. They're not coming here for cheap quality of life. They're not coming here because they want to travel internationally and be a digital nomad. They're coming here for a girl. They're coming here for the Philippines for a girl. And you're telling these people that all they are is a burden. These disabled people, these disabled young people. There's a whole, hey, dipshit Dumageddon YouTubers. Dipshits. Hey, dipshits. There's an endemic of young people on disability across the West. Even in England, even the Labour government in England has founded a priority to try and combat the outright craziness of all these young people that refuse to work. And you dipshits in Dumageddon, you dipshit YouTubers in Dumageddon are putting out videos and blogs telling young disabled dipshits in the U.S. and in the West to come to the Philippines. When the Filipino people are slipping below the fucking surface. They're below Bangladesh in their quality of life because of the money they make versus the expenses. They're second to life and life-work balance only above Nigeria. And you fucking think for a second when that dude with that Scott or Mike, whoever the hell he is, with his sticks walks up to the supermarket counter and we got to let him in. He's disabled. Then they've been working 12, 14 hours. They live in a room with no air con. They can't afford a fan to run because they can't afford electricity. And you think you just want to open up the fucking line for some 30-year-old disabled kid who refuses to fucking work, who's gamed the fucking system. And you put out shit content like that, Mike. You put out shit content like that, Paul. You put out shit content like that out there. Fucking Dumageddon bloggers, putting all these young guys, trust fund kids, that Eastern Dreamer, that 28-year-old, putting all these disabled dudes. I mean, back in the day, when Barry Jordan and PV, Peter Van Dever, and others that were on disability, you fucking assholes in Dumageddon formed a fucking crime family. Do you kind of remember this shit? Dumageddon superstar YouTubers? Do you remember, 5 years ago, you formed a crime, 7 years ago, you formed a crime family to take down all these guys on disability on YouTube? Don't you fucking remember that? Don't you fucking remember that? And now you so desperate for views, so desperate for fucking revenue, so desperate for relevance, you start selling the idea of Philippines being a destination for disabled fucking losers. Now we're not talking about the older people. We're not talking about people on VA disability that are getting the ching, okay? We're talking about young people in their 30s coming over here, and then you know what they think, Mike, from Mike's Philippines retirement? You know what they think? They think, I gamed the United States government. I gamed them and got a big, check for the rest of my life. And now I'm going to come to the Philippines. Now I'm going to game these people too. I'm going to game all these, hardworking Filipinos that just are trying to survive and help their family get ahead. I'm going to game all of them. I'll become a digital nomad and make money off these motherfuckers and tell lies like, Mike and Paul. to lie, 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 lie. Do anything I can to get some views, to bring more fucking dipshits over here, disabled young dipshits over here to fucking use these people. You just see this fucking country, Dumageddon YouTubers, as something to use, something to abuse, something to take advantage of to make some fucking money. Now, Paulo Dog, suddenly has the king of Dumageddon, Paulo Dog, the used car guy, the used car guy who, didn't have a real, he has a pretty checkered past, didn't he? The used car guy, the king of Dumageddon, making enemies with developers and people in power, in the Dumageddon area. I mean, going off in a developers meeting with other people that, invested in an opportunity. This Paulo Dog new tricks thinks, he runs everything and he can just say and do anything he wants and do Dumageddon, and nobody can do anything about it. The writing's on the wall, bro. The writing's on the wall, Mike. The writing's on the wall, Dumageddon YouTube superstar, dipshit bloggers, okay? The writing's on the wall. Your lies, you're telling everyone, how great, Dumageddon is and to come there. You're only hurting this country. You're only hurting the Philippines. You're only hurting the Philippine people, okay? And you're only hurting these guys, and probably these women too, these big, fat white women that are going to be coming over here to live off their disability. I mean, God damn, man. I mean, how dumb are you? Let's go to the comments. Well, yeah, he's a used car guy, bro. Paulo Dog. I call him the pimp. Paul the pimp. His days back in Thailand, running bars on Patong on Walking Street. Terrible, man. So anyway, Mr. Dickman, hope you're doing well. I'm gonna do some more live streams. Anyway, Mr. Dickman, next year, Mr. Dickman, next year is oh, hi, lady, nice to see you. Next year is my new channel, Mr. Dickman, Too Fat to Kidnap. Okay, Too Fat to Kidnap. I'll be live streaming next year. Doing videos next year. I'm gonna be like a regular blogger. Too Fat to Kidnap, going through Mindanao, going through Leyte, going through, Negros, going through, every poor area, trying to find my wife, Mr. Dickman. I'm going to find my wife next year, Mr. Dickman, and it's going to be on Too Fat to Kidnap. I'll send you the link. Anyway, that's my plan. So, listen, man, I went there and it sucked. Okay. Oh, yeah. Then they're talking about, I got some social networks here in Dumageddon. Oh, man. Yeah. I mean, can you imagine the social networking, bro, going on there, bro? All they do. Everyone that lives there, man, everyone lives there is a fucking nutcase, okay? They're a nutcase, bro. You ever walked around there, bro? Dumageddon, Valencia. I mean, going to that Sunday market in Valencia is like going like to a, I don't know. It's like a psych ward there, bro. There's like whack jobs running around everywhere, bro. It's nasty, man. That's right. Too Fat to Kidnap, bro. Too Fat to Kidnap. I lost some weight and then I gained it back. But anyway, whatever. I mean, Too Fat to Kidnap, I think it's a good opportunity to showcase, the best of America. the best of what America has to offer, bro. I mean, too fat to kidnap. We got money coming in. We're gonna get a vehicle, Starlink on the vehicle. We're gonna get a one of those machines. If your heart stops, you can restart it again. A defibrillator. We're gonna get a defibrillator on there. We're gonna get like some stuff on the top, and then it's gonna be cool as hell, bro. And then, most important thing, hot girls from the province. Okay, hot, sexy Filipinas from the province, Of course, they have to meet the Calvin Sunshine Shoulders criteria. They've never been with a foreigner. Okay, they've never been with a foreigner. Okay, they've never been with a black guy. Okay, and then finally, they don't have a phone. Okay. They don't have a phone. Matter of fact, this idiot, where's this idiot here? This idiot. The first idiot we're going to talk about here is, let me see here. This foreigner, where is he? Foreigner, retiring in paradise. This guy right, Mr. Dickman, this guy right here. This sexpat, retiring in paradise. Retiring in paradise, obviously fake channel with fake, a lot of fake stuff on here. But Mr. Dickman, this guy, an Aussie sexpat, who's been a sexpat in Southeast Asia for over 20 years, he lost his family to a German. I mean, he lost a beautiful family to a German, Mr. Dickman. And then, what did he do when he thought the charges were coming down? I mean, where would you go? Where do you think you would go? If you want to show the authorities that you're not a sexpat. Well, of course you'd go to Phnom Penh, Cambodia. That'll show authorities that you're not a sexpat. Going to Phnom Penh. What a great pick! This guy, man. And then he's sitting there e-begging. He's sitting there e-begging like he's completely broke, bro. He's like completely broke, and then he every meal he eats is at McDonald's in Dipolog. Then he sits in Dipolog City. I'll be in Dipolog City. When I go to Dipolog City, I'm gonna be like, okay, my Uncle Dan taught me in junior high. Okay, you got the girl's waist has got to fit in this. Okay, so. At the girl's waist, you put your thumbs together like this, and then you have your like this, right? And so the girl's waist has to fit in between that. See that? And if it don't fit, you got to ditch. And that's what we're going to be doing down at the province, all right? Down at the province, the Calvin Sunshine Shoulders, who hasn't been on a date in 6 years, we're going to be using his approach here again. It's got to fit in here. No phone, no foreigner ever, and no black guy. Okay. We're just kidding. Big man. Poor big man in the Philippines, man. Poor big man in the Philippines, bro. God. Poor big man, bro. I mean, living in the assisted living. Poor big man in the Philippines, he finally came out and admitted that he lived in an assisted living facility in General Santos City. Thank you, big man, for telling us the truth that you live in an assisted living center. Here it is right here, big man in the Philippines. Big man in the Philippines. Go check him out. 70-year-old blogger. With the best of intentions, Mr. Dickman. He had the best of intentions. Of course, he became famous, Mr. Dickman, when he put out a SOS all points bulletin to help him. And he was stuck in the hospital, Mr. Dickman, and he said he couldn't afford the bill. The bill was going through the roof. It was astronomical. He was in a complete panic, Mr. Dickman. And so, of course, it's Calvin Sunshine Shoulders. Went out to help him. And then later on, Mr. Dickman, big man finally disclosed the bill. It was $400 US. So he was in a complete panic, flipping out, Mr. Digman, for $400 in the hospital there in General Santos City. Pretty funny, Mr. Digman. Hey, we got $2. Yeah, $2. Yeah. $2 from him. Big ups, Ricky. Thanks for keeping expats in line. Why not do any of that, sir? Because I'm out of control myself, sir. All right, where's that clown? Let me see. Where's that clown at here? There's some clown. Oh, there's a lot of people causing trouble, Mr. Dickman. There's this guy here I was listening to tonight at Ella Mall. Let me see. Where is he at here? Oh, yeah, man. What about Aussie farming in the Philippines, bro? Did you see this? Hold on, I got to turn the sound down. Do you see this, Mr. Dickman? Look at this. Where's it at here? Look at this. Now you got to give him credit, man. Look, Aussie farming in the Philippines. Look at that lamb, bro. Look at that lamb. Aussie farming in the Philippines. Look at that lamb. Now, Mr. Dickman, he got a machine for free. I mean, you got to, for as much as we talk about Aussie farming in the Philippines, you got to give him credit, Brand. He got this machine for free from a donor. He got that lamb for free from a donor. He lives in a beautiful life at the pet zoo. He has a petting zoo, Mr. Dickman, a petting farm with his beautiful girlfriend and or wife. I'm not sure, but they live out there, sir. And guess what? Everyone pays their bills. They get everything paid for by their subscribers. And look at that, Mr. Dickman. They live a pretty good life. Look at that. Look at that lamb. That looks, Mr. Dickman, I went to Thanksgiving at the Radisson. Oh, yeah, I saw Tony Riverdog. A big shout out to Tony Riverdog and his girlfriend. I saw them at SM Cebu the other day. Anyway, Mr. Dickman, I had an online. I hooked up with a girl. I hooked up with a girl the night before, right? I hooked up with a girl the night before. And the next day I had a date with this 20-year-old Mr. Dickman, right? And so I go down to SM Cebu, and then I ran into Tony Riverdog, a.k.a. Tony Riverdog. I can't remember the channel now. But anyway, this 20-year-old girl, I met up with this 20-year-old girl, Mr. Dickman, right? And of course, I bought her a coffee, and I gave her transportation money back because she took a motorbike to meet me, from Lapu-Lapu. And then, of course, Mr. Dickman, she goes, well, I need to buy some stuff for my family I live with. I need to go buy some stuff. Well, before that, she told me that she lived in Dumaguete City before she came to Lapu-Lapu. So immediately I was like, okay, I'm dumping her. I was like, Dumaguete City, I'm dumping you right now. So how am I going to figure out? How am I going to dump this girl, right? So of course she takes me. She goes, I need to buy some stuff for my family. I'm like, oh no, the supermarket scam. That's right. She took me to the supermarket, Mr. Dickman. She took me to the supermarket, and then she started to load up her cart with stuff, And then of course that's why I gave her the transportation money up front, Mr. Dickman. I gave her the money to get there and then the money to go home up front. I gave it to her up front, Mr. Dickman, because I knew something was up. This girl had too many tattoos, and something else was going. I could just tell something was going on. And so anyways, I said, I got to go to the CR. I got to go to the bathroom, Mr. Dickman. And so I just left and I went home. I just left her there, bro. I was like, oh my God, this is the third time, Mr. Dickman, that I've had the supermarket scam ran on me. I mean, I had supermarket scam. I had McDonald's, where the girl's like, hey, we got to go to McDonald's. I'm really hungry. Let's go to McDonald's. They buy a big bag of food, and then they say, see you later. And they walk right off and run off on a motorbike. I'm sitting there like, damn it. Why are you prepper in the chat? What's going on, man? Oh, yeah, Barry the Boss is back. He's doing his live stream. Yeah, I don't watch it anymore, man. But I get the new Barbarians. I got the new Barbarians feed, bro. Where's it at? Where's it at? New Barbarian. Yeah, I get Stock Dog in the Philippines. Excuse me. I go to Stock Dog in the Philippines. That's who I met Tony Riverdog there at SM Cebu and his girlfriend. They're going back to Iloilo on a thing. Yeah, New Age Barbarian. If you want to check out, he's got stuff on Club Fillers. New Age Barbarian. Yeah, the steak dinner scam. Well, I've had all kinds of scams ran on me. I mean, because let's face it, man, I'm a serial dater, bro. I'm a serial dater because I had the most beautiful girlfriend, Apple, the most beautiful girlfriend ever. And at the end of the day, man, I'm not going to sit there and I can't support the family, dude. I just can't do it. I'm not going to sit there and support the family. I can't hang out with the family. I can't do it. You know what I mean? So I'll just, look for a wife the rest of my life. Starting next year on Too Fat to Kidnap. Too Fat to Kidnap. This could be great, man. What's going on here now? Yeah. Of course, bro. Yes, we're, listen, man, people took out, he closed his business 2018. He took out a paycheck protection loan, used that to build his house in San Carlos City. Again, all those people, all those people being prosecuted. It's going to take, it's estimated it's going to take over 100 years to prosecute everyone involved in the paycheck protection plan scam and people who took advantage of the program. But that's why there's many, many videos out, Michael, on YouTube telling people that participated in the scam that took money fraudulently to pay back the Treasury. If you just pay them back, then if you pay them back, then they're gonna let it go, man. But you got to pay them back, man. You got to pay them back. So you got to pay them back. If you took a paycheck protection loan and it was fraudulent, you got to pay the Treasury back, bro. It's like Hunter Biden, man. It's like Hunter Biden. Hunter Biden. The reason why he got pardoned by Uncle Joe, the Biden crime family. The reason why he got pardoned was because there was enhancements to the tax for him not paying taxes. There are enhancements on there for 3 to 5 years because he was an attorney. So that was so it was guaranteed jail time. He had to go to jail for the tax liability, even though he paid the taxes back. He paid, Hunter Biden, the number one sexpat, number one monger in the history of America. He ended up paying his taxes back, but they got him for some other tax fraud. And then because of the enhancer of him trying to hide his taxes, the fact he was a lawyer, he had guaranteed jail time. That's why he got the pardon, but whatever. Well, what a great job President Trump is, number 45, 47. What a great job he's doing with his team. And we're all excited, man, to see what happens with that. Mr. Trump, if you're watching, congratulations, sir. Great job. Yeah, for Barry. Oh, yeah, can you imagine? Man, that's right. Barry. Yeah, Barry J. Unfortunately, Barry J. has burned all the bridges. Oh, that's right, Barry J. That's right. Oh, that's right. You know what, man? I had something to tell everybody for a long time, and I hid it. I hid it from everyone, and I just want to announce this to the world now. I have something very important to announce. Okay, and here it is. Okay. I have something very important to announce, and it is I love Jimmy Buffett! Watching the sun. Can you hear that guy last night? That clown last night, that Barry had as a guest there, that clown telling everyone that, we need to, do this stuff to the Chinese when, 25% of the Filipinos are Chinese, ethnic have Chinese blood, bro. Hello. I mean, but that dude, man, Barry J's guest last night on that live stream playing all the Jimmy Buffett songs, bro. Frank was losing his shit last night, having to listen to Jimmy Buffett. Frank was just going crazy, bro. I mean, Frank's like, damn, Jimmy Buffett. Pour me something tall and strong, make me a hurricane before I go sing. Oh yeah. 12:30, but I don't care. It's 5:00 somewhere. Yeah, it was pretty fun, man. It was pretty fun. But I got something for you. I got something to say to you there, clown that was there last night. Well, if you have an idea about, helping Barry Jordan get out of jail, implement it. Do it, man. Do it. If you're so smart, get him out yourself, bro. I mean, come on, man. I mean, everyone's got an idea, bro. I mean, come on, man. Rat catcher, what's up, man? Yeah, so what else is going on, man? What else is going on? Yeah, so I don't think we should be telling all these young disabled people in the United States, especially, to come to the Philippines. I think that's a horrible idea. I think that's just wrong. I think it's morally wrong, ethically wrong. I think it stinks. I think that, you're going very low, Dumaguete, YouTube superstar, losers. You're going very low by trying to put out this kind of content to make a little bit of money, trying, your smoke and mirror bullshit of, selling a dream. Now, this girl stuff, bro. I'm telling you, man. Every country, when I was in Korea in 1985, 86. Okay, I was in the Philippines February 1986 for a week. Every country that sees their birth rate decline, like the Philippines, where the birth rate now is 1.9. You understand this, right? The birth rate in the Philippines announced last week is 1.9. So replacement is 2.1. Okay. So the lower the birth rate goes, the harder it is for foreigners to find girls, bro. I mean, and the harder it is for the local population to find girls. Okay. That's why all the Koreans are here. That's why all the Japanese are here. That's why all the Chinese are here. That's why all the Arabs are here, okay? That's why all the Westerners are here, okay? And all these girls have gotten the memo, bro. All these girls, it's just game. It's game. These dating sites, bro. It's almost becoming impossible. I mean, it's hard to meet. It's hard to meet people now, man. It's hard to meet girls now, man. It is getting more and more difficult. More and more difficult. The dudes that are here, these dudes are like, they have no problem scoring in their home country, and they're coming here because they're told that they can hit 5, 6 a day, bro. They're going crazy, bro. They're running around. You can see them in Ayala just walking around like, very fast. Like, damn, where are they at? I got 2 weeks. They're going fucking crazy, bro. Baron Badger in the chat. What's going on, man? Part of the five pillars. Part of the five pillars. Yeah, I guess. I don't watch anymore, bro. I don't watch it anymore. No time. No time to watch anymore, unfortunately, Oh, yeah, Smooth Lee. Again, I don't watch anymore. Don't watch, listen, man. These guys, they got married, okay? They got married. They had a kid, like this marker 44, man. This marker 44 is a good example. This marker 44, bro. Marker 44. Anyway, this guy is just like Smooth Lee, man. He married a Filipina. He's in the U.S. He had a house. But this guy sold everything and moved to the Philippines, bro. He moved to the Philippines. Why? You have young children. They need to develop and they need to go to school and they need to, get skill set so they can make money and have a flourishing life. Why would you bring him here, bro? Because he wants to be a YouTuber, bro. I mean, I can't think of any other reason. If you own a house and you're living in America and you have everything set, you have everything you need, you would come here to the Philippines, bro. Why? Why do you need to come back here? Except to be what else could it be besides, unless he wants to, run around and hit girls like Tim K and be a YouTuber, bro. I can't think of anything else, bro. I can't think of any other reason, bro. I don't know, but it's pretty bad, bro. It's pretty bad that it's pretty bad, bro. It's pretty bad that people are getting up their normal lives in the U.S. and moving to the Philippines, bro. At this point, with all the prices going through the roof, and man, prices are getting high here, bro. Today I got medication. Okay, I have to go get medication. Okay, 9,000 pesos, bro, for 30 days of medication. Before it was like 3,000 or something like that, bro. It's gone up 6,000 in a year, bro. A month. It's gone up 6,000 pesos in a month, man. Biggie in chat. What's going on, man? I see you, Biggie. Yeah, nice job in Dublin at the beautiful, at the taverns. That temple, the temple tavern. Going there having fun, man. Yeah, it's sure like it's a lot of white people, bro. But I guess that Trolls guy, what was the guy's name? The troll guy that we met in Cebu. Previously, we met him in Cebu. He was there the night that Mick Fisher was there. He confronted us in front of that Phillies bar. But he was there. That guy was there that night, He was there. I think he saw it. I'm not sure, but anyway. Nigel in the chat, come from UK. Nice seeing you. How you doing, buddy? Thanks for coming on, man. Who cares what you have to say, bro? Bill West in the chat, what's going on? I thought I do, bro. I do. Next year, how much am I making? I don't know. 9,000. 9,000 next month. Next year, next month, 9,000 a month. That's before taxes. I mean, I'm sorry, that's after taxes, bro. After taxes, and I still pay $200 a month for my rent, bro. I mean, listen to this, Bill. Listen to this, Bill West in Pattaya. Okay, I make $8,600 a month. Okay, and I pay $200 a month in rent. Okay. And I blow through 4,000 a month, bro. Like 4,000 US. Not even trying, bro. I'm telling you, man. It is getting expensive out here. That's why Miko's gone. He's no more. Oh, that's good. Well, it's probably great for him because he's here in the Philippines, right? And we don't need him in trouble. It's not worth it. Well, I get it reimbursed, bro, from the VA. You know what I mean? Eventually, so I have to get the receipts, with the ink that disappears because it's the cheapest ink money can buy, and get photocopies right away, so it's on real paper, so I can send it in, bro. Anyway, so yeah, well, yeah, whatever. No, I don't. That's what I'm saying. It don't go that far, bro. It didn't go that far, man. I'm telling you, man. When I went to Boracay, Internet Monster, every meal was 2,000 pesos. Okay, every meal was 2,000 pesos. Okay, my room, which luckily, I use a Goda, and so my coding is like old, so I get like old. I get lower prices because of that, because I've been using a Goda for so long. So the prices revert down to the lower side if you've been using it for a while. And so even though you flush out the cookie and all that, the cookies and his search history and everything, so each meal in Boracay is 2,000. I paid 11,500 for one meal, pesos, 11,500. Each meal is 2,000 pesos twice a day. So you're paying 4,000 pesos for two meals. 2 meals a day, bro. 4,000 pesos, bro, for you and the girl, bro. Oh, yeah, Captain Trucker, right? Let's talk about Captain Trucker. So I talked to Captain Trucker tonight in his chat, and there's this guy named Captain Trucker, and so he is a trucker. He's pretty honest about what he talks about, so give him credit for that, But this guy here, bro, he give him credit. He moved, he's got a house, he's got a rental house. He says he's building a brand new house. He's in Bacolod, and he's got a kid, and he's talking to the kid. He's taking care of the kid. I texted him tonight. I'm like, why don't you show your wife? Where's your wife at? Why don't you show your wife? And he didn't really say much, but whatever. But Captain Trucker, man, he looks very depressed, bro. But this guy, right? So this guy is like the only place he eats in Bacolod is this Japanese restaurant where they have the sushi, right? He goes in and gets his sushi, and he puts it on video. I go here, get my sushi, but he's sick all the time, right? And I'm like, hey, you realize, Captain Trucker, that you're eating 10-cent Chinese cod, right? It's just, they take the cheapest Chinese cod, cut it up, put the flavoring and the color on it to make it look like it's the authentic fish, and then they serve it to you as, a California roll for 150 pesos. You realize that's Chinese cod, right? I mean, it's not the real fish, right? Or your rainbow roll, or your Texas Filipino roll. I mean, you realize, Captain Turker, that's Chinese cod, right? I never heard of that. I mean, Captain Trucker, you know that in England they did 2,000 tests. They went to 2,000 Chinese restaurants. They did DNA tests on the pork, the chicken, and the beef, and they couldn't identify the animal source from all 6,000 samples. You know that, right, Captain Trucker? Look it up. Look it up in the English papers. They did 2,000 Chinese restaurants. They took a sample of chicken, beef, and pork from 2,000 Chinese restaurants, and all 6,000 samples, they couldn't identify the DNA source, bro. It doesn't exist on the planet, and you're eating that shit. Only in England, bro. Only in England. That's why, what can you say? They're a little deformed up there, bro. You know what I mean? Oh, Mark Thornton, bro. I mean, did you see that? You see his video today? Listen, man, I never talked shit about him because I always thought, he's on the up and up. You know what I mean? He's the greatest YouTuber. That too much Timmy guy. That Too Much Timmy guy, he got a brand new. You see that guy? He got a brand new girl. So this, his neighbor, Mr. Dividend. He's another guy living off the dividends. But his neighbor, he had that black girl, and then it all blew up in his face. And so he had to go find another girl. And so he was like going to all the islands. It took him months to find a girl. And so finally he finds the girl. Oh, what's his name, bro? Where's it at, bro? Well, anyways, he finds the girl and then, immediately puts her on YouTube, bro. And she's just looking at him like, what's this? That's like something I do, bro. That's like something I do. Matter of fact, when are we going to find out? When are we going to find out about your fiance, Lady Enchantress? When are we going to find out? Inquiring minds want to know. When are we going to find out, Lady Enchantress, about your fiance? When are the pictures coming out showing you two together? Everyone, the entire Philippines YouTube community is anticipating, you're the most beautiful, startling, smartest, most generous, best animal lover, best plant lover, the best, you have the best quality of life in Sikihor. You're the most sought after Filipina in the history of Philippines YouTube. And you finally been engaged to a mystery man. And we want to know who it is. So, please put him on. Please put him on. We're dying to know, Lady Enchantress, who your husband is. I'm joking, right? I met her. Everybody, I met her. Okay, I met her. So relax. Relax. She just knows I'm joking. I got her on WhatsApp. Relax. Back to the chat. What's going on, man? Yeah, well, I went. Listen, man. I'd eat that's why I go to SNR. That's why I'm fat, bro. That's why I go to SNR. That's why I'm fat. But anyway, let's wrap it up. So the bottom line here, Mike's Philippines retirement. The Dumaguete bloggers. I think you're really doing a disservice to the Philippines. I really think Mike's Philippines retirement and old dog, new tricks. By the way, I had a video up. Okay. I was told that Paul in the Philippines passed away. I was told he passed away. Okay. I was told he passed away. So I made a video, telling everyone he passed away, and he's still alive because he's running around Dumaguete threatening developers about his house. But anyway, I apologize. For saying you're dead. It's the wrong thing to do. I mean, that rainbow. I mean, the rainbow. When I saw that rainbow, bro. When I saw that rainbow, and I saw, my God, I was like, what a beautiful rainbow to make an announcement about. Paul, bro. I mean, that rainbow was so beautiful. Look at how beautiful that rainbow was, bro. I was so like, my God, that rainbow's so beautiful. I'm just like, oh, Mr. $20, yeah! $20, Mr. Dickman. Thank you, Mr. Dickman. Thank you for the $20. Number one supporter, yeah!
Mr. Dickman, 2025 is going to be a great year. We're too fat to kidnap. With my new show, and I'm going to have a new hot, sexy girlfriend. Young and sexy and beautiful. She's going to fit right between my pinky. My pinky. And she's going to be the Calvin Sunshine shoulder. No phone. No phone. No foreigner and no black guy. I'm gonna meet and exceed your expectations next year. Too fat to kidnap. Mr. Bugden, thank you so much for that $20. Yeah. Next year, Mr. Dittman, Frank Battaglia is gonna be deported from the Philippines. Barry J is gonna be released from jail. And Too Fat to Kidnap's gonna be the #1 channel on the Philippines YouTube community. I can't wait. I can't wait to be successful. I've been a troll. I've been causing trouble. I've been slap heard around the world on Michael Thomas Fazio. I took down the Clintons with the Bill Clinton is a rapist campaign that took down Hillary. I did barbecue beer freedom guy that sparked the insurrection of January 6th. I've been running YouTube as the #1 troll since 2020. But next year, Mr. Demon, I'm going to start my new authentic channel, Too Fat to Kidnap. And I'm going to be the #1 blogger in the entire community. And when I beat them all in the ratings, when I beat them all in the super chats, when I beat them all in the hottest, sexiest girl you ever seen, I'm going to win it. I'm going to own this YouTube one way or the other. You better watch out for me, Philippine YouTubers. You better watch out for me, Tim McGetty, bloggers. You think you're superstars. You're nobody compared to Too Fat to Kidnap 2025. It's coming soon to you. You're going to get it.
That's scary, bro. That's scary. I'm scared, Derek Bundy. I'm scared. I know right now you in London, you're like, holy shit, what's going on? Anyway, Mr. David, thank you for the $20, man. Thank you for the $20. Thank you very much. But seriously, everybody, seriously, do me get a YouTubers. Please, 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 for the sake of the Philippines, for the sake of the Philippine people, okay, try and just put a little bit, think about them a little bit. Think about the Philippine people before you tell all these young disabled people to come over to the Philippines, to take advantage of this country, of the Philippines, to take advantage of its people, and to take advantage of a system that's meant for seniors, poor seniors, poor pregnant women, people that have real disabilities that get little to zero compensation from the Social Security Administration here in the Philippines. Please think about those people before you start telling thousands and thousands of young people that have taken advantage of a system to come here to use these people and use this country. Please think through what you're doing, Mike. Please think what you're doing, Paul. Putting all these young people on, You think you're trying to get some younger watchers, some younger viewers, What you're doing is hurting this country and hurting its people. But I want to thank everybody tonight for watching. God bless you all. Thank you, Mr. Dickman, for the $20. Thank you for the $2, everybody. God bless America. God bless you. God bless Donald John Trump, the next president of the United States. Have a good night. Thank you, Mr. Dickman. Have a good night. God bless you.